Hi, welcome to video 3 of the Discover Your Purpose module. Hope you've been enjoying the process so far. Today we are going to go over a very fun exercise called the 3 most important questions. So let's jump into it. So let's first talk about setting goals. There are 2 types of goals: means goals and end goals. End goals relate to the human experience. They represent our ultimate desires, our purpose, and our ideal. So examples is, I want to be happy. I want to help recovering addicts. I want to walk the beaches of Japan. I want to touch the pyramids. I want to cook breakfast for my wife and son while camping on the beach. End goals fall into 3 different areas: what you want to experience, how you want to grow, and how you want to contribute to humanity. Means goals are the ways we get to our end goals, the means we need to take to get to the end. They're markers on the road that we want to go on towards our end goals. They are often followed with a so, right? So examples is, I need a job so I can afford to take my family camping. I need to learn how to cook so I can cook breakfast for my loved ones. I need to get my passport so I can walk the beaches of Japan. A problem that arises in our life is that we tend to confuse means goals with end goals and believe we will be fulfilled when we achieve our next means goal. And everyone's made this mistake. It happens to the best of us, right? Where we think just because we get that job that our life is going to be totally fulfilling when we wake up. And that's not the case. So by knowing our end goals, we find fulfillment in achieving our goals and true desires. By knowing our end goals, we can begin to figure out our means goals we need to achieve to reach our end goals. That means is that if you're just doing something because someone told you to do it, right? If you're just working somewhere because someone said you need this job and you get that job, you're not fulfilled. You don't know why you're doing it. And that job may not actually get you to your end goals. So knowing your end goals first will point you to what means goals you need to achieve to get there. And this way we find purpose in our work and life and avoid chasing the endless carrot dangling in front of our face. So the 3 most important questions. First one is, what do I want to experience in life? If I had unlimited resources, what would my life look like? What would I be doing? Who is there with me? Who do I want to do? What do I want to do with friends and family? And where do I want to travel? How is my home? And it just keeps going on, right? The point is to really look at what you want to experience and to not limit yourself to logical thinking, right? Like, I don't have this kind of money, so I don't even think like that, right? I don't have resources. I don't have these luxuries in life. I don't really dream big in that way. You want to just write it. How do I want to grow and develop myself? This is the next question. How do I want to grow and develop? What new skills do I want to learn? What character traits do I want to improve? How can I learn to take better care of myself? Right? Do you want to get in shape? Do you want to lose some weight? Do you want to take on a new sport, hobby, or new activity? Do you want to be real meditative? And what do you want to be real flexible? This goes beyond just physical though. Like, do you want to be cool, calm, and collected? Do you want to be funny? Do you want to be sharp with your intellect? Do you want to be able to have discussions about philosophies with people? That kind of stuff. And then, how do I want to contribute to the world? How could I contribute to my family, friends, society, city, and the planet? What is the legacy I want to leave behind? How do you want people to remember you? What imprint do you want to leave on the earth? How can I make the world a better place? What problems do I want to solve for the planet? So this is where we're going to start. All right, so I've got my timer out, and I'm not going to start it yet. What I want you to do is to get your journal out, and we're going to draw a line at the very top of the page, like that. And draw another line, and we're going to divide this so there's 3 columns. Okay. And in the first column, put experiences just at the top. In the second column, put growth. And in the third column, put contribution. So I'll wait for you to get ready. While you're doing that, what I'm going to do is just remind you that what I'm going to do is basically hit the starter on the stopwatch. Okay, I'm going to give you 3 minutes for each section. The way I was taught to do this was 90 seconds, but for me to really get in the zone, I feel like a little bit of time is better. So I'm going to give you 3 minutes for each section, and you're just going to write. And you're going to write as if everything is an opportunity. Anything is a possibility in what you can experience, in how you can grow, and how you can contribute. If you could just lean away from the logical mind that will restrict you in this process, and just let yourself be open and flow, then what we will discover is goals that you may not have even been aware of. Right, but they're deep back in your subconscious, and they're finding a way out. And so we're gonna just write for 3 minutes. Just write whatever comes. Don't think about it too much. Don't worry about the possibility. Don't ask yourself if this could happen or can't happen. Just write exactly what comes. Okay. So we're gonna start with experiences, and let's start now. So what do you want to experience? Write down anything that comes into mind. And remember, money is not a limitation. If money wasn't a limitation, okay? If you had the means to travel, where would you travel? If you had the means to take your loved ones somewhere, where would you go? If you had the means to take a year off, what would you do? And for this moment, don't limit yourself. Don't what if yourself, or that's not possible. That's not the point of the point of the exercise. Is just to put out what desires are deep inside of you. So keep going. I'll give you some ideas while you're going along. Is there any places you've wanted to travel? Are there any things you've wanted to see, or smell, or feel, or taste, or touch? You know, I've always wanted to have like the most authentic sushi on a beach in Japan somewhere. Right? Do you want to stay at luxury hotels, or do you want to just have a simple life in the woods with a small farm and chickens, and grow your own vegetables? Or do you want to live in the city somewhere and maybe perform at a stand-up comedy gig on the weekends? Anything, right? Do you want to play guitar with your favorite band member? The point is if you could do anything, what would you do? So you've got about 50 seconds left. Where would you travel? What activities would you want to do? Who would you want to be with? In this life. We got about 10 seconds left. And we'll stop. And keep in mind, you could always add to this list later on, but let's just start with these things for now. Okay. Now, growth. We're going to get into the growth module. So finish writing everything up with your experiences. Now, let's get into growth. Ready? 3, 2, 1. How do you want to grow? What kind of person do you want to be? You want to be funny? You want to be intellectual? Do you want to understand politics, right? Unbiasedly. Do you want to make the loved ones in your life feel comfortable? You want to be there for them. How do you want to be physically? Do you want to be in good shape? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to be active and do activities with your grandkids? Or what kind of person do you want to be? How do you want to grow as a person, healthy, physically, emotionally, mentally? Do you want your mind to work for you, to serve your goals? Do you want to have a sharp mind? Do you want to be emotionally intelligent? Right? Do you want to be spiritual? Do you want to have a meditation daily practice that you do with yourself, and maybe you do with a group of people? Do you want to learn a new language? Do you want to learn multiple languages? What languages is it that you'd like to learn? Maybe you want to learn how to program or code or do CGI work. Yeah, just think about it. Don't think too hard as if it's impossible. Just write down what you really would like. Just let it flow. You got 50 more seconds. Is there anything else you could think of? Do you want a six-pack? Do you want, muscular body? Or do you just want to feel good? Do you just want to, be healthy? You don't need to be extravagant, but do you just want to be healthy and wake up good, have solid sleep? Do you want to eat better? Do you want to learn about nutrition? Maybe you want to go to college. Maybe there's a class you want to do. So we got 10 more seconds left in this area. So finish writing everything. This comes to you. We're going to stop it right now. And just keep in mind, you could add to this. This is just a starting point to, let things start flowing and giving you an idea of what end goals you want in life. So before we're done, though, let's go to contribution. This is another important area of life, is how do we give back? This isn't just about us, right? It's about how do we give back? How do we make this world a little better? So let's start right now. Okay. And how can we give back to humanity? Can we volunteer? Can we give our time away? Maybe volunteer on one Saturday a month at the local homeless shelter or food bank, right? Or maybe we could, donate $5 a month to a charity of our liking. Maybe we could join the Peace Corps or for a year. How can you contribute? How can you add to the net positive of humanity? Maybe it's being a better employee at a company that helps humanity. Maybe it's not participating in companies that aren't good for society, like McDonald's, right? Not good for the environment. Maybe it's supporting things that are good. Maybe it's something as simple as, you know, just making sure that you put a smile on someone's face in the day. Just one. Right? Or you do your best to live by your values and be there for people. Be the solid lighthouse in a wavy sea of despair and sadness, and maybe that's how you contribute. Maybe you start a social media where your goal is to inspire people to be happy and look at the world in a positive light. Maybe you want to help recovering addicts like I do. So you got 40 more seconds left. Yeah. How do you want to give back? What legacy do you want? How do you want people to remember you? And we got a few more seconds left, and the timer is stopping right now. Okay, so we're done with that area. Before I read the last stuff, I just want to remind you that these are goals that you came up with. These are goals that may not feel possible right now, but they're desires that lie deep within you. And the idea of doing this practice at this point in the module was that I want you to start learning how to dream big again. And I want you to start igniting that fire inside of you that remembers that things can be possible. Anything is possible. Because I understand that in our recovery, when I first got clean, all I wanted was just to live a peaceful life. I don't care what job I had. I don't care. I just wanted to take care of the wreckage of my past and just live a quiet, comfortable life. And I think it's good to really remind us of what our desires are and really reaffirm that anything is possible. And having these goals will keep you aligned with why you're doing what you're doing, why you're getting the job that you're getting. And these goals could always be changed in 6 months. You could add to it. But what I want you to do right now is to take this piece of paper and tape it on your door, tape it on your closet door, put it right next to your bed. I want you to be able to see this when you wake up and remind yourself of what you want. Okay? So putting it on paper is the first step to making it happen, and also a great job for thinking about your goals and desires. Tear this piece of paper out of your journal and put it somewhere you can see it every day. And these goals will evolve as you do. In a couple months, do this exercise again. So this is a ever-ending exercise. And some of these goals you may start accomplishing sooner than later. So celebrate yourself for investing in you. And I'll see you on the next video.